So here's an interesting story out of my own backyard here in Texas, where we have this article saying that this Texas town offers hurricane relief if your politics are right. So obviously that sparks my interest, being that I have a lot of friends and family affected by this hurricane that came through and flooded a lot of the coastal cities on the Gulf of Mexico. Now this town, Dickinson, is just outside of Houston, which was the worst affected area when it came to the hurricane. And I've been there before and I know what it's about. But when it comes to these hurricane relief funds that go to the people that are affected by it, it comes directly from the taxpayers' money. It comes from the government, which I have a lot of beef and bones to pick with that. But with the current status that it's in now, it's still taxpayers' money. It's money that people like me and you put into that system and expect at least something back from it. So this town is divvying up that relief. And on the form that you have to fill out to receive said relief, I kid you not, it asks for a pledge to Israel. Crazy, right? Israel, something that has nothing to do with our state, has nothing to do with our country, but for some reason it regards pledging allegiance to Israel as a mandatory step before you can receive that government relief, which again was something they were paying into to begin with. It's not Israel's money. I know Israel may think it's their money, but it technically isn't. So let's actually go down to the website and look at this for a second. So as you can see here, here's the form on the city's website labeled Hurricane Harvey Relief Grants. And if we actually go and we click on this relief here, we'll have all the stipulations and things you have to check off on and sign in this legal document before you can receive said funds. So if we scroll down here and take a look at some of these stipulations, and we look at number 11 here, which again is a mandatory stipulation to receive this grant from the government if you live in this particular town. It says, verification not to boycott Israel. By executing this agreement below, the applicant verifies that the applicant, 1, does not boycott Israel, and 2, will not boycott Israel during the term of this agreement. Now, for those of you like me, first of all, we know the atrocities that are taken out in the name of Israel. We know the atrocities that are happening inside Israel with Palestine and the Palestinians, and we know how there's nothing really being done about it. So for me, boycotting Israel is a daily part of my life. And I live in Texas, and if something happened in my town, this same kind of agreement could show up again. And I know damn well I would never sign an agreement where I have to pledge an allegiance to Israel. And that's what the Constitution is about. That's what the freedom of expression and the freedom of speech is all about. That no matter what your political beliefs are or your personal beliefs are, if you're a part of this government system, you should receive the same stipulations no matter what your viewpoints are. You shouldn't have to go and say, okay, I'm gonna not boycott Israel, which has nothing to do with the United States, or at least shouldn't have anything to do with the United States, before I can receive appropriate funding. But nevertheless, we know why things like this happen, and we know that Zionism is strong in the United States, and unless people like us put our foot down and point this kind of stuff out, it will continue to happen over and over, and it will continue to accumulate without any repercussions. That's going to be all for now. Just another reminder that, yes, we are still working on our project, and as I stated in the last video, we are unfortunately not going to be able to finish it in October because of the setbacks with the shootings and that time lost spent there. But nevertheless, it will still be completed for everyone to watch, and I'm looking forward to releasing it. Continue to keep your eyes open, and as always, this has been Tyranny Unmasked.